What's up, family? Right now, we're thugging it right now at BP gas station. I don't even know exactly where we're at, but all I know is that we're only 10 minutes away from the airport. This big baby is heading out in about 30 minutes, but I also just picked up that baby, the Tesla right there, an hour ago. So it's a fun, filled, busy, packed day, but just showing you the raw process of Turo in the business. Not every day or every time it's car wash and all that. You don't have to do all that all the time. Sometimes you have to actually use your hands, your own tools, you know what I'm saying? Thug it out in flip-flops, you know what I'm saying? Thug it out in sandals and get the vehicle ready. So this is what entrepreneurship lifestyle is. It's not all glitz and glamours. I look rough right now, but as always, I like to give you guys full authenticity. So we're gonna get this baby ready, take the pictures, drop it off at the airport, get that baby ready right there, because she has a booking for 4 p.m. and it's currently 10 a.m. and she just got back this morning. So this is what my Saturdays look like. So if you're ready to thug it out on your Saturdays and give up your Saturdays for this, join the squad. Skip.
Yeah, oh hell yeah, smoke. Oh hell yeah, smoke. Oh hell yeah, smoke. You thought that I won't. I can get high when I smoke on the dope. Yeah, my life is a show and I'm gonna go.
Alright, what's up, family? I know you guys are probably wondering, how did you just tell me that you're about to drop off the car and you're in the same car again? If you guys did not notice, I am back in the Nissan Rogue, and what eventually happened after waiting 2 hours for my guest was he ended up becoming a no call, no show. And I know a lot of people are probably wondering, okay, so what happens if you have to wait 2 hours for your guest and they just don't show up? Is it worth the investment at that point? Well, kind of is in a way, because when things like this happen, you take home 75% of your earnings. But I'm gonna be real honest and real authentic with you guys, as I always try to be as much as possible. And the reason why I'm doing so is so I can so my examples can help you understand what I'm talking about. So in this booking, it was a one-day booking for $116, and we took on $56. So everybody's probably like, certified battlers, how does that make sense? How do you take 75% of your earnings, but you only get $56? Well, what happens is you get 75% of your earnings, but Turo still takes 75% of their cut in a way too. So that's why it's like $56. So it's like 116, but your real earnings have now become whatever the partial earnings are, and that's what they take out in that regards. So does that make sense? What sucks is that Turo has updated their policy to where you actually have to wait. Your guest has from the original time of the booking till 2 hours after to show up. So in a situation like this, we were literally just at the airport, literally waiting for 2 hours to see if the guest is gonna show up or not. Trying to communicate with the guest, but eventually the guest didn't show up and I had to wait 2 hours. It was so going to the airport and then having to drive back in Atlanta traffic, and then what if the guest shows up an hour later? It'll just become so much of a hassle. So those are one of the downsides of renting Turo. Another thing that's been also keeping me very, very busy is something called non-refundable discount that's been going on right now. Turo just updated their policy to where you can book non-refundable with a non-refundable price, which is pretty much just 10%, 10 to 20%, depending on how you want to set it, off. You give the guest 10 to 20% off. But what happens is if they end up not coming, for any reason, you get your full earnings. So remember in the beginning of the video, we spoke about how you get partial earnings. So that 116 will actually just turn out to me taking home the whole 116. But then I'm losing 10% for a possible factor of that happening. But that's just another thing that they've updated, which did happen with the Tesla today. To be very, not today, but this past weekend, that did happen with the Tesla. And that wasn't a no call, no show, but the guest just canceled for some reason, couldn't make it anymore, and boom, that was a benefit as well. Earlier in the clip, y'all also saw me just thugging it out. That was literally in the middle of nowhere next to the airport, probably like in the hood somewhere at some local gas station. And I was pretty much just getting the car out. And my main reason for doing that is, you know, I always speak. If you've been following my journey for a while, you guys know I always tend to speak about reducing your investment costs, but let's still profit as much as possible if it's something that we can possibly do on our own. So that was me just getting the vehicle ready, and that literally cost me, I had to turn on the vacuum twice, and that cost me $4 and a couple cleaning utensils that I bought from Walmart for all under $20. I'm gonna just park right here real quick so I can really speak to you guys thoroughly. So I'm a practicer of what I preach. So I'm not gonna tell you guys to do something that I'm not necessarily doing. And that's just what I wanted to let you guys know. Like, we thugging it too sometimes. You know, in the middle of nowhere, you might see me have to boogie down and get a car ready, because that's just what it takes. I take the vehicle to the actual detail shop about once a month. And if it depends on how many times a vehicle gets booked, if it's not really a busy month, I might even extend it a month and a half before I take it to, you know, the detailer that'll clean the inside and out. Imagine paying $55 every booking, where I can just spend $25. So that's another thing that I wanted to, you know, let you guys know, and for you guys to understand what you saw in the beginning. The money can be good at times, but it's also wise to be smart when you're doing stuff like that. So honestly, family, that's all that went down this weekend. I don't know if I told you guys earlier in the video or not. The Tesla had just got back when you guys saw the Tesla, and then it had another booking for just a day, as well as the Nissan. So it wouldn't make sense spending $55 on, you know, both cars to make sure they're clean. But at the end of the day, for my appreciation for the guests and wanting to make sure I always deliver, you know, and just make sure that I'm matching my descriptions and matching my words, I will take the initiative to make sure I clean the car. A lot of individuals, because of that cost, they may just kind of like rough around the feathers and not necessarily, you know, clean it. But sometimes you have to do what's so-called the dirty work and get the vehicle ready or whatnot. But that's pretty much what went down. I just wanted to, you know, share my journey with you guys, share the updates, let you guys know what's up and what's happening. And that's the end of this video. Thank you to everybody who made it this far. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Make sure y'all smash that subscribe button. Drop a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on how you guys will run it, how you guys will do the business, and what necessarily is your input. Till then, I'll see you guys next time. Ski.